Mark McKillier here with Live Anabolic. I'm in my garage gym once again, and you get one guess what I'm gonna be working out today. Remember, friends don't let friends skip legs. All right, guys, there's another old saying, and that is if you want a big chest, do squats. And if you've seen some of my other videos, you'll know what the logic is behind that, and that is when we're doing our lower body, we're hitting so many muscles that it sends signals to our brain to literally ramp up its production of testosterone. So the more testosterone we have, the more our muscles grow, the more fat we burn, and guess what? It's all the muscles in our body grow, not just our legs. So when you do chest day the next day, you still have higher testosterone levels because you did legs and you didn't skip them, all right? So guys, this is not necessarily a workout that I put together for you. This is my own personal workout, okay, that I'm doing here by myself at home. You know, we're still locked down due to the virus, and I've come up with 7 exercises here, and this is gonna take me a while, okay? So I'm not gonna film me doing every single set, but I am gonna shoot me doing every single exercise. And I'll explain what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, how it's affecting the muscles, okay, guys? So the very first thing I like to do here is it takes me a long time to warm up. I'm 57 years old, guys, and my lower body takes longer to warm up than any other part of my body. It's just big muscles, they get stiff. I'm sure you guys understand what I'm talking about here. So I'm gonna do body weight only, okay? And so I can explain how this chart works here. This is the name of the exercise, and this is how many reps I'm gonna do of each set. So 20 reps in set 1, 30 in set 2, 40 in set 3, and 50 reps in the last set. And then I'm gonna move on to step up. So, very first thing, I just gotta get the blood flowing, guys. So I don't have a stationary bike or a treadmill or anything like that. If you guys want to at home, you can run in place, you can do jumping jacks. I really like to do the actual exercise itself that I'm about to hit really hard, but I do it with real lightweight. So if I'm at the gym and I'm gonna start with leg press, that's the machine I'll go to, and I'll just put Bodyweight on there. And I'll do literally 5 or 6 warm-up sets. So in this case, I'm gonna do 4 warm-up sets of my body weight only, okay? Each warm-up set's gonna get a little more difficult, and then I'm gonna be ready to hit it, okay? Then I'll start doing step-ups, and it'll get more and more difficult. So follow along real quick, guys. The very first thing, guys, just some real straightforward squats, body weight only. And I got these cool mirrors set up now, so I can just kind of look at my form here. And I have pretty good range and mobility, okay? I just like to go down until my knees hit my thighs. And that, to me, is all the way down, okay? Now, if you can't go that deep, I'm fine, okay? Listen to your body, guys. And if you can only go halfway down, that's fine. But if you can get all the way down so where your thighs are basically parallel with the ground, that is fantastic, okay? You don't need to go any deeper than that. Other thing you guys should notice is I'm looking straight ahead, okay? If you start looking down a little bit, you'll tend to round your back, okay? And looking straight ahead helps keep your back straight and safe, okay? So when you're doing no weight, basically just your body, you really shouldn't have to worry about hurting your lower back. This is just about warming up here, guys. All right, so very first set of 4 total sets of body weight only squats. Once I finish this, I'll move on to my next exercise, and I'll see you then. Okay guys, exercise number 2 are step-ups. Now guys, I happen to have a bench, a weight bench to step on. If you have like a sturdy wooden chair or even a box, okay, that's built specifically for this, that's fine. And remember, the taller the step, the more difficult it is, the more you're literally gonna work your muscles, but especially really tall steps really start to hit your hamstrings and your glutes a whole lot when you have to step up real high. So this is a fantastic height here, and if you want to, you know, kind of for a frame of reference, this is right about knee or just below my knee here. So that's a perfect height. But you know, you got to make do with what you have at home. You don't have to shoot for perfect, okay? So I'm going to be doing body weight only at first, and then after 3 sets where I do more and more reps each set, I'm going to finish off with a 60-pound sandbag on my back, okay? So this is how I like to do these. Now remember, some guys will step up with 1 foot, okay, and then they'll step back down, and then they'll switch it up, okay? So they're alternate. All right, well that's, for me, because I'm in really good shape, that's just too easy to do for body weight only. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 10 reps on my right leg, and that'll start to build up a lot of lactic acid, right? Then I'll just switch over and I'll do 10 reps on my left leg. And the next set will be 15, the third set will be 20, and then I'll move to a 60-pound sandbag on my back, okay? So let me show you how I do it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just switch, no rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, real straightforward, guys. But you can do more and more reps, more and more sets, and to make it more difficult, cut your rest time down. You see how out of breath I am? It's harder than it looks, okay? So I'm gonna do 4 sets of this. The 4th set is gonna be with 60 pounds on my back. See you in a minute. All right, guys, like I said, my final set of step-ups here is gonna be with a 60-pound sandbag on my back to make it a lot more difficult. Now, this week, I came up with a pretty high volume, low weight workout plan for myself. And what I'll do is I'll take a picture of it with my camera, the whiteboard that is, and that'll save it so that next week when I design my new leg workout, I'm probably gonna go with weighted step-ups, which will be much more difficult. Instead of doing 20 reps, I'll probably knock it back down to about 10. So with the 60-pound sandbag, I'm only gonna do 10 reps on each leg. The guys, trust me, it's gonna be a killer. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's 10 on that leg. 1, 2.
How does it feel?
Getting heavy. 3. Getting out of breath. 5. 9. 10. All right. Now, so guys, unlike a gym workout, which is where I usually do my legs, and I can do a lot of weight, and I stop at typically 10 reps. I got lighter weight, doing a lot of body weight stuff, which means I have to do a ton of reps, which means it's not just a muscle building workout today, it's also cardio. My heart is racing, I'm out of breath. This is like a kind of a pseudo high intensity interval training workout, or HIIT. So guys, I'll meet you in just a second on the 3rd exercise of the day. Okay guys, the 3rd exercise today, we're going back to squats, but not body weight anymore. I got a 60-pound sandbag that I'm gonna throw on my shoulders to make this a whole lot more difficult. And to make it more difficult, I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sets under my belt before I even start with this 3rd exercise, sandbag squats. All right, guys, I'm gonna do 30 reps. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right, guys. Whew. Man, it's hard to talk. So I got a serious burn going on right now in my legs. Starting to get a good pump. Tons of lactic acid in there right now. Can't breathe and talk at the same time. So anyway, I got another set of that before we move on to the next exercise, and that's when I'll talk to you again. All right, guys, the fourth exercise today is stiff-legged deadlifts, and we're going to be using a sandbag for this exercise. Now, the previous 3 exercises were mainly focused on my quads, okay? Yes, step-ups, get your hamstrings and glutes some, but a lot of those bodyweight squats, even the sandbag squats, put most of the emphasis on your thighs, all right? So now I want to switch things around a little bit and put the emphasis on the back part of my legs, my hamstrings and my glutes. Now, you might notice I have a weightlifting belt on now, okay? Now, it's only a 60-pound sandbag, so normally I wouldn't need, okay, a weight belt, but I just wanted to demonstrate for you guys, especially if you think you have a weak or bad back, this is a great way to protect yourselves anytime you're doing squats or bending exercises, okay? Now, real quick, I want to show you the misnomer in the name, okay, of this exercise, stiff-legged deadlift. So everybody thinks they're just gonna lock their knees out and just bend over and pull it out. Well, that is not how you do a stiff-legged deadlift, okay? All right, I'm gonna pull my pants up just a little bit so you can see my knees. So what I want you guys to do when you do this, you're gonna actually bend at the knees, okay? I'll just get the sandbag, okay? So we come up, and the very first movement is stick your butt out a little bit, and then go straight down and keep the sandbag real close to your thighs, okay? And go down to your toes. And see how my knees are bent? Now, I'm not down here like a squat or a deadlift, okay? I'm up here, all right? So they're just got a little bend, and then I just lift with my glutes, my hamstrings, and my lower back. So down, got to keep a bend in my knees, and up. And you always want to keep the weight real close to your body. So if you're at the gym doing this, traditionally with a big barbell, okay, you want that barbell to be real close to your thighs, your knees, and your shin. Anytime you let the weight get out in front of you, it puts a lot of stress on your lower back, and that's when you'll get hurt. So guys, I'm gonna do, what do I got written over here? 30 reps of this, and then you'll see me in a minute on the 5th exercise. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 9, 30. Okay, 30 reps. I'm out of breath. I can really start to feel it in my hamstrings right now, even my lower back. It's not sore or hurting, it's a good feeling, all right? Great pump going right now, guys. See you in a minute. All right, guys, the fifth exercise today is a goblet squat. Now, once again, I'm going back to the squat. You heard me use that term a lot of times today, right? Well, there's tons of different variations. It's probably the king of all lower body exercises. And this is gonna be a little different. Now, remember, the first time we talked about squats, I was doing body weight only. And I was really doing high reps, using that to warm my legs up, to get ready for starting to do heavier weights. Now, the second time we did squats, I threw a 60-pound sandbag on my back, okay? And that's pretty easy to stabilize, okay? No problem with that. It felt very comfortable. Now, a goblet squat, I'm gonna use 50 pounds here. That's the most weight I have available to myself here at home. But I'm gonna have to hold it in front of me, okay? Which is completely different than putting it on my back. So when I'm holding 50 pounds like this and I'm going through my motion, I'm not just working my lower body, I'm also using my biceps and my shoulders and all of my core muscles to stabilize this 50-pound dumbbell that I'm holding in a really awkward position. All right, so guys, muscle confusion, you've probably heard that term before. This is another example of it. And I'm gonna be doing, I think I'm gonna be doing 30, let me see here, I'm cheating. I'm gonna be doing 20 reps, okay? And at the end of these 20 reps, I'm gonna be totally out of breath. So once again, it's not just about building muscle, it's about doing some fantastic cardiovascular work. Here we go. 1, 2. Eighteen. 40. 18. Put this down. Oh, I'm barely gonna be able to talk to you guys. So, whew, that, guys, works just about every muscle in your body. And that's why I'm so out of breath right now. So, goblet squats, fantastic exercise you can do at home. All you need is a single dumbbell. All right, guys, I'm back to stiff-legged deadlifts, but gonna change things up a little bit. Remember, the first time I did that was with a 60-pound sandbag. Now, I'm moving to dumbbells, and I've dialed the entire amount of weight in. So I'm doing 50-pound dumbbells. So 100 pounds total instead of the 60-pound sandbag. Now, the other thing is, because I'm gonna be holding these dumbbells kind of at my side, I will be able to go down a little deeper than I can with the sandbag, which is in front of me and bottoms out on the top of my feet, okay? So I'll be able to get a little bit more range of motion and a whole lot more weight. So instead of doing 20 reps like I did with the sandbag, we're gonna stop at 10 reps with these 50-pound dumbbells. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 7, 9, 10. I'm gonna keep going. Okay, I want to explain real quick what just happened there. So I want you guys to do the same thing I did. So I had scheduled myself to just do 10 reps. But I got to that 10th rep and I wasn't tired. So I decided, screw it. I'm gonna make a change of plans on the fly here. And I knocked out 20 reps, okay? So if you're doing a weight, maybe that I even called for in the workout, okay? And a certain number of reps, and you get to that last rep, you're going, man, I can do another 5 or 10 more. Keep going, guys, okay? I want you to push yourself, and that's what I just did. I thought 10 reps was gonna be enough. Wasn't even close. All right, guys, let's move on to the 7th exercise. This is a killer, Bulgarian split squats. Now, once again, I just kind of made an in-workout impromptu change right here. I was gonna do body weight only, and I'm feeling pretty good, okay? So I've decided I'm gonna add dumbbell weight to this to make it a little more difficult. So I'm starting off with 20 pounders to see how that feels. And if that's too light, the next set, I'll step it up to a heavier weight. So here we go. I'm gonna try to do 20 on each leg, and this really hurts and gets you out of breath, so. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, that's 17. All right, guys. It is perfectly legal to stop and catch your breath before you switch over and do the other leg. Matter of fact, I recommend it. I can't go from one leg to the next without catching a quick breath. So I'm gonna do 3 sets of this. 20 pounds, 20 reps was plenty of weight. I don't need to step it up to a heavier weight on the next set. And I'll see you guys in just a minute for my 8th and last exercise of leg day. All right, guys, on to the 8th and thank God last exercise today. Now, just to kind of give you a quick recap, I just counted up, I've already done 21 sets of legs, okay? Final thing, I'm gonna be doing lunges with a 60-pound sandbag on my shoulder, and I'm gonna be doing alternating lunges in place, okay? So goal is I'm gonna hit 10 lunges on each leg. That's 1 set. I need to do 3 sets of these, okay? I'm really worn out, guys. This is a great leg workout. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 6, 7, 10, that's halfway. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. All right, 10 on each leg. Guys, that's some serious lactic acid going to my legs right now. Big time burn, which is basically what we're shooting for, right? The more burns, the higher the intensity, the stronger the signals to your brain to ramp up production of testosterone. And guys, that's what takes all this effort tearing these muscles down, and then over the course of the next few days, builds those muscle fibers back up, using lots of high quality protein, your body's natural testosterone production. Then the muscles come back bigger and stronger than they were before. All right, guys, wish me luck. I'll do a sign off in just a few minutes, but I got 2 more sets to go. All right, guys, what you're looking at, 25 sets of leg exercises. This just kicked my ass. And that's, of course, the intention. That's what I'm trying to do here. So the point I'm trying to get to is you don't have to have a gym membership to get a fantastic workout. And I mean, really killer workout. This is not just a little pseudo baby workout here, guys. And it's all about volume, right? So I don't have the real heavy weights that you have access to in a gym. So to compensate, I do more reps, I do more sets, and I can rest shorter periods of time in between sets. And that's what's called volume training. And guys, that's actually more difficult. It's much more painful to knock out 25 sets of doing, 15, 20, 30 reps per set than it is to throw a lot of weight on your back and knock out 8 to 10 squats, okay? That only takes 10 seconds per set. Some of these sets that I did took a minute and a half, all right? And that is what really gets you. So guys, be creative, all right? Use this, take a little snapshot picture of this, off your computer screen. You can modify it, change the weights, change the number of reps, change the number of sets. Use some of these exercises, skip some if you don't have the equipment. Get creative, you can do a killer workout at home. And then finally, guys, come on. This is not gonna happen overnight, right? You've heard me say this before. You have to always stick with it and never give up on yourself.